All the disrespect, the free play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful, not only morning, but a year. 2023 is here. I woke up hella late today. I don't know about y'all, but first of all, chapters and links down below if you guys want to skip around to a certain subject. Please, as always, just like we did last year, let's hit this subscribe button because I want this channel to grow. I want to try harder this year than last year. I just want to keep pushing it, you know what I'm saying? Each year, just pushing and pushing harder and better and smarter. So like I was saying, you know, just previously, I woke up hella late today. We went to sleep like, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, which I usually never do. But of course it was New Year's. Got to celebrate with my beautiful family here in Texas. And now I gotta wipe the boogers out my eyes. I'm like, it's time to check these buttons. It is January 1st, 2023, if I could talk. So without further ado, ladies to the gents, let's go. All right, now into them first set of Matcherino, pretty much calling out one of the biggest streamers in FGC history, buttons that need to be checked. Okay, so let's go ahead and unpack this step by step so we can bring everybody up to speed. Matcherino, right? I'll put the profile on the screen. For those of you that may not know what it is, they're a huge part now of the FGC, not just FGC, but gaming and competitive gaming, period. Right here, we can see the largest tournament payment platform in esports. We help make it easy to raise money from fans and sponsors and get players paid. You hear this a lot, right? You hear this every time you're watching a tournament and whatnot. People are like, yo, donate to the Matcherino, and everybody's donating, raising the pot. Therefore, a lot of players are getting paid out more than ever. And the crazy thing is, the reason why I know about Matcherino at all is from one of the FGC zone, right? One of the biggest streamers, Arturo Sanchez, right? AKA NYCFurby, AKA Saban, right? I think he's been a competitive player for quite some time, well-known Dawson player, especially within the States. And he's been streaming and basically, doing this full time for, like a decade? So a lot of people, especially like TOs and whatnot, know about Arturo because he's the guy that's like the tech, right? He's working a lot of technical stuff. Matter of fact, he was just at Defend the North, and he was the main voice behind pushing PCs at the FGC tournament. Remember, that was a huge thing because Defend the North was like the first tournament. They're like, yo, we're gonna go all PCs, never been done, but we believe this is the future. And Arturo was the man, the brain, you know what I'm saying, behind the tech. So to say he's done a lot for the scene in the FGC would be an understatement, right? Because he's been here for a while. And he's been very outspoken by Matcherino, always pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. So like I said, that's how I learned about the whole Matcherino thing. Well, Matcherino came out and made this statement, like we said, just last Friday, right? Shook a lot of people, and a lot of people are like, what the hell? This is what they said right here, saying, one of our community representatives, Arturo, NYCFurby, has broken our terms of service and betrayed the trust of players by mishandling prize pool funds. They are no longer associated with Matcherino and will not be allowed to organize events on Matcherino in the future. We have paid out the players affected, and we hope Arturo takes the appropriate steps to address what happened with the players and organizers that he worked with. And of course, instantly, it shakes the FGC, right? A lot of people are like, what? I saw a lot of responses primarily saying, well, initially I should say, they were like, we hope this is a mistake. Let's wait to hear what he has to say because damn, it seems like he's, like I said, he's been a pillar in the FGC for quite some time, doing so much for the scene. We have a hard time believing this is true. But then you had that other side where like, well, if Matcherino said it and they're the actual organization, then how could it not be true? So a lot of people started, building off of that, saying, how could he be betrayed or he can't be trusted? And then right off the bat, you had big, tournaments and TOs automatically banning Arturo, right? Saying he is no longer welcome. I think East Coast Throwdown was one of the biggest ones I've seen, which is huge, right? Because it is on the East Coast and that's Arturo's stomping ground. He's from the East Coast himself, you know what I'm saying? So that's big. Then I noticed, and I'm just gonna kind of present things in which they were presented to me. I noticed D, right? And I'll post his profile on the screen. System admin, FGC media, and you see like also from the East Coast, from Brooklyn, NY. He went on like his Discord or podcast or something like that, right? Him and I believe Bifuteki, right? And they were talking. And of course, all content creators, I'll put their links down in their description so you can check them out. Well, it turned out to be pretty huge because he was kind of like, I guess, breaking down behind the scenes from his own personal experience. with Arturo / Sabin, and the numbers are insane. I can see like over 62,000 tuned in. And I listened to some of it, and like I said, link down below so you can check it out. But basically it goes on to say that from his experience, he saw this coming, or he witnessed a little bit of it in the past, and it's time to basically air things out and tell his side of the story.
He's talking about taking a cut. He would take like I know one tournament for sure that he took 20% of the entire Matcherino pot. And this is a very recent tournament, and it was basically a major. It had 700 people entered a couple of months ago, and it's in the East Coast. I'll leave it at that. So imagine how many tournaments he was doing this to.
If the money is being sent to his account and he's handling the payments and he's taking 20%, but he's not relaying that to the tournament organizers, he's taking money from the tournament organizers. That's basically it.
Correct. Mufasa, he said, I came here to say that we need to support the Matcherino staff because they're all great people. Please do not go out there sending death threats because I'm already seeing a couple of staff getting some right now. All right, that is 100% fact, guys. The TLs, once again, for those that are just joining, not even Matcherino, the TLs, not even the art. Art doesn't deserve death threats. However,
Art doesn't deserve death threats at all.
Let the karma play out.
One thing that stood out right here is they even made the example of Bum, right? Bum's a big streamer in the East Coast. They were like, he's raised some of the biggest pots, if not the biggest pot, through Matcherino for the FGC. I think it was during Bum's birthday bash, right? I want to say it was like $14,000 to $15,000 through Matcherino. And the reason why they use that example, because they're like, yo, he got like the highest, donations, and all those players were paid out within like 1 or 2 days. So like I said, a lot of personal experiences from their perspective, really not like looking good for Sabin. But when you go to that flip side, speaking of Bum, who we were just talking about, I saw that he was actually kind of taking like a chill perspective, kind of taking a more like, hey, let's relax type of perspective, right? I noticed over like East Coast Throwdown when they posted he was banned, Bum was like, yo, can we like wait though? Can we wait something like that to more details come out? Even right here, when Matcherino posted this, Bum said, can we please not rush into this with pitchforks? I do work for Matcherino, but maybe there's a big misunderstanding unless there's actual proof. This can actually ruin art if it hasn't already. We need way more than just this message. And that's deep, right? That's big for him to say, because on one hand, you have Matcherino themselves, the organization, which you think they own everything, right? So they should be able to see the accounts where everything is going. So a lot of people are taking this statement and they're like, no, what else do we need? This is all we need. But Bum, who's saying, I actually work for them as well, and I know how all this works, let's wait a little bit. Let's get all the information before we do anything else, because this can ruin art. And I see a lot of statements like that too. I see a lot of people saying like, we hope this is a misunderstanding. Let's wait till we get more receipts. I even see Justin Wong speaking, saying it's really hard to believe, but I hope there is some misunderstanding, as Arturo is such a hard worker. For the times I've worked with him, I do know I have always been paid in a timely manner, and also the people that have won from my events when I collab with art. So you see a lot of that, right? Surprisingly, I saw like a lot of people like, yo, let's chill out. Let's not rush to this cancel culture. But on that flip side, one more time, you see people looking at them almost like they're ignorant. Like, what? We already have all the proof we need. Why are you guys like acting like white knights or like, riding somebody's jock? Then here's what I did. Out of respect, I reached out to Sabin. Because anytime I can remember through the history of Button Check, if I had a technical question or if I just happened to run into him or something like that, Sabin has always been really nice to me. You know what I'm saying? Last time I talked to him was at Defend the North in New York in October. Once again, he was really nice to me. He was showing me around. He just seemed like a really nice guy. So that's why I reached out to him, because I feel like out of respect, since he's always been real cool with me. And I won't say everything verbatim because it is the DMs and I want to keep it private. But basically, what I was just asking in a nutshell, saying, are you good? Everybody's tagging me in this and wanted to see, and I'm hoping it's a misunderstanding. And to sum it up, he basically said he's going to show some receipts, and he's hoping that Matcherino is going to, understand and flip the decision once they see all the proof. Then shortly after that, he actually does make a statement. I see right here where he says, just wanted to update everyone on the Matcherino situation. It's not what people think it is. And here's what he had to say right here. Number one, Matcherino has been paid back in full. Number two, payments were late to the players since I'm busy with real life stuff. This past month, my father has been near death, which is why I haven't streamed and been on the grid. I apologize. Matcherino will confirm at a later date. hopefully tonight or tomorrow, that everything is paid back in full. 3, this has been a massive misunderstanding and I have been at the hospital all day, so I have not checked Twitter. I will say more details at a later date. Appreciate everyone who has not jumped the gun, and I look forward to making a statement with receipts later. Looking forward to hearing Matcherino absolve my name and confirming my statement is true. All right, so there you go. This was posted like what, shortly after Matcherino posted theirs. I want to say it was also posted like on the 30th. And here's the thing, like I said, the timing of this thing was weird because it was like New Year's weekend, right? So this went down basically Friday. You got Friday, by the time you guys are looking at this, 4 days. 4 days have gone by and we haven't seen no other updates. So on one hand, you got that original statement from Matcherino. On this hand, you got Arturo updating with his smaller statement saying there's gonna be much more to come. They've been paid back in full, and I'm looking forward to Matcherino absolve my name and confirming my statement is true. I was hoping also as well by the time that we posted this video, that's why I waited, because I was receiving a lot of replies from people saying, you gotta get it, you gotta check these buttons. Some people saying, check it before the New Year's is up and all this other stuff. But the whole time I'm looking at it like, nah, all the information hasn't come in. Hell, by the time we post this, the information may not still have all come in because other people are looking for receipts or trying to prove their innocence and whatnot. I don't know. If it does happen before I post this video, I'll insert it like right here or at the end so you have the full, information. And like I said, from Matcherino's side, I keep going back to their page, I keep going to their website, and I haven't seen an update. I've just seen that original statement pretty much just chilling right there. So this sucks, like all around, right? Because I don't know, like I said, if you're familiar with his work, but he's been around the FGC for a long time, a lot of memorable moments, and he's produced a lot of memorable moments. So for something to come out like this for Arturo, like Bum said, could pretty much ruin his career. So instantly when I heard the story, I went to Dirty Low and I was like, fuck, this is fucked. This is fucked. I don't know the whole story yet. Still don't, like I said, if I do, I'll definitely update this video. But as of right now, all I could see is like, shit, it doesn't look good and it doesn't feel good. It sucks.
And Spiral, the past 4 years have been nothing but setbacks. You're not entirely wrong, but at the same time, it's an equal amount of setback, but it's also because we as a community are now actively trying to hold people accountable for their shit. There's a lot of shit that we let slide under the rug. There's a lot of shit that gets talked about in circles. Call that shit out. We need to maintain accountability, and we need to do what's in the best interest for our community in the long term.
This is actually fucked up. Like, real shit. This is really fucked up. The thing is, I don't know what Art is going to say. I'll be honest, Art, whether you watching this on the low, you can hit me up. But this is actually fucked up, dude. You actually paid yourself 3 times. First place, second place, and third place. And you only had 2 people signed up. This is the actual proof.
But once again, time's gonna tell, and I imagine it's gonna be either today, tomorrow, or sometime soon this week, if it hasn't already by the time you see this episode, because Saban is still saying, I have receipts, I have paid it back. I'm hoping that Matcherino is going to let everybody know that this has been a huge misunderstanding once we get to talking. And if it does get overturned, like if Matcherino actually does make the statement and say, hey, everybody, it actually was a misunderstanding, we're still working with Saban, that's going to be huge. I mean, massive. But if not, then it's still going to be huge, unfortunately massive, in the complete opposite direction. So there it is, and that's where it lies right now. There's a lot of information on the table, but it seems like there's a lot more to come. How y'all feeling? How y'all thinking so far? Let me know. So there it is, one more again. Definitely let me know how you guys are feeling. Thank you guys for the amazing love. Like I said, 2023, this is a hell of a way to start it, right? But we're here to check these buttons, and I'm just hoping for the best either way. So thank you guys for the amazing love. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are trying to grow and hustle. If anything, 2022 just inspired me to go that much harder in 2023. In moderation, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to lose my mind or my family or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying. We're trying to do this full time and live the dream. And of course, 2 comments picked out from the last video right here. Want to give a shout out to PJ Ace. Says, that dude really hit iShow speed with the obtuse rubber goose, green moose, java juice, giant snake, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake. Which, if you didn't see the last episode, it was hilarious when IShowSpeed got roasted. And next up is Andy Boots _ act up. I'm saying that correctly. Says, thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the community, man. When you succeed, we all succeed. I just found you early 2022. Now I'm looking for you every day. Much love to you and your family. Whatever 2023 brings, it's definitely about to get better. That's what's up. Thank you for the amazing love, man. That comment, Andy, blessed the hell out of me. Thank you guys for the amazing love. Yo, 2023, we don't know what it is, but we know one thing, like Andy says, it's about to get better. I love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Why your hairline going further back than last year? My man, listen, I'm getting older. My shit is running away from my face. That's just what it is. What you want me to do? You think I'm getting any younger? We already know I got a big ass forehead. We know this already. What do you want? I'm holding on to what I got. I'm holding on to what I